How to have a balanced, positive mindset. I am ERR Stories and welcome back to Life Thoughts and Inspirations TV. Our topic for today is actually an idea that came about because while I was searching for a new content or was like contemplating on what's the best content for you guys, I stumbled upon a vlog that shares the negative effects of being a positive thinker. And I was really surprised because how could something so good bring out something not so good? So according to the vlog, being positive has contributed to a lot of negative things in her life for the past year. So she identified number one, her motivation level dropped down because according to the vlogger, instead of really working hard to accomplish a goal, since she believes that everything is good and everything is possible, her motivation level dropped down. Rather than really pursuing her dream, she became more lax and not really hardworking. Another thing that she identified is she neglected her true feelings. So she did not, even if she was feeling sad, she was still trying to feel very happy, which eventually brought her into a not so good state of mind. And the third one is being positive to her has made her escape from reality. So it was more of a form of escapism for her. And well, I tried to reflect on the things that she said, and probably she's right. Some of you guys would misunderstand really how to become really positive to the point that it affects also, or it gives you a negative impact on your life. So I came up with several tips on how you will become a positive thinker, but more on the balance side. Okay, so the first one is you have to scan the situation. What do we mean by that? When we scan the situation, we try to look around on what's really happening. So for example, there's a problem on hand. You don't just say, we can solve this problem, we can do this, and then that's it. We have to look into the 360 degrees of the situation so that we know that we can really solve the problem. So apart from saying we can solve the problem, if we know what's really happening around, then we can come up with concrete action plans to address the problem. So for example, you have financial challenges. You have to pay a debt to somebody, or you have a very big you owe your credit card. Okay, you have to pay big time in your credit card. You don't just say you can pay it, but you say you can pay it by doing these things. So you should be able to understand or scan the environment. Number two is you have to understand what you really feel. So you should not deny what you feel and just be always happy all the time. If you feel sad about a particular situation, then be sad. If you need to cry, then cry. But always think that at the end of these challenges is a rainbow that gives you hope. Okay? And then the third one, which is letter C, is you have to come up with your own scoreboard. What does it mean? Most of the time for employees, you are required to have a scoreboard, a Gantt chart, so that you can monitor your accomplishments or your deliverables. But this, I believe, should also be applicable to your personal life. Let's go back to the first problem that we've identified earlier. So for example, you are in a deep trouble with your credit card, and you say you can pay it by all means. So you identify the action plans that you will be doing. A scoreboard would give you a brief summary or an overview of the status of your action plans. So for example, your action plan is number 1, come up with a business, an online business that would give you additional source of income. So you put there what is the status already. Is it a sad face or a happy face? A happy face is if you've done or you've started it, or a sad face is you have not really started it. You can be so creative in doing your own scoreboard. You can use different colors of highlighters. Okay, you can even use your cutouts and everything. You can be really creative. Actually, in our office, what we do, there are contests also among the departments. Okay, so that's the third one. You have to create a scoreboard. And number 4, the fourth one is you have to choose an accountability partner. What is that? An accountability partner is someone who will more or less guide you or more or less remind you of the things that you plan to do in your life. Okay, he or she could be your best friend, your mom, your dad, your brother, sibling, a mentor, a teacher, or even your team leader, as long as that particular person or accountability partner is also open to him or her sharing his or her accountabilities to you. And then another tip for you to have a balanced, positive mindset is to enjoy a moment of silence. I think right now, because we are in a quarantine, you get to have a lot of time at home to be on your own, to be with yourself, and having your own time with yourself will also contribute to having a balanced, positive mindset, because this is the time where you get to understand more of who you are as a person and really get to reflect on your experiences in life. Okay, the next one is set a realistic expectation of yourself. We always say that we have to be positive, you have to think positively, you can do it, you're so great, you are an image of success, you can be successful, and all those things. But this will really also give you a negative impact if you have a super high expectation of yourself to the point that you get super harsh on yourself. Like, you super push yourself to the limit. Yes, you can. Actually, that's growth mindset, right? You try to experiment on something new, okay? But again, with this tip, you set a realistic expectation of yourself. That means you set an expectation of yourself which is based on the things that you can actually do. So for example, you are into writing. You can set an expectation to yourself that someday you can be a very good writer, but never ever say that you can be the next Mariah Carey or Regine Velasquez, right? Unless you are super flexible about it. Because if you set an expectation that is really not on the things that you can do, then it will be super hard for you, and positive thinking will really have a negative effect on your life. And the last tip for me is to surround yourself with people who are also positive thinkers, but not only positive thinkers, but people with balanced, positive mindset. So that means these are people who can encourage you, who understand your situation, and who can collaborate with you in terms of delivering an output or a project. Okay, so what are the things again that you can do to have a balanced, positive mindset? Actually, the word is success. Letter S is you have to scan the situation. Letter U is you have to understand what you really feel. Letter C is you have to come up with a scoreboard. Another letter C is you have to choose an accountability partner. Letter E is enjoy a moment of silence. Letter S is you have to set a realistic expectation of yourself. And last letter, which is also letter S, is you have to surround yourself with people who also are positive thinkers, balanced positive mindset. So the next time you think that you can't do it, always remember positive mindset. You can do it, but you have to come up with specific action plans to address the situation. Thank you very much. I hope I was able to help you guys. And until then, stay tuned for all other motivational videos. Thank you. Thank you for watching my video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to your friends. And yes, always remember Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Bye-bye!